How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Hazastical. This is the Purple Unicorn Army. I don't know what we're going to be called. But what I do know is we are rocking it this episode. Now, we've had a productive episode like last time out where we were able to start building a lot of... I'm not okay with this yellow carpet. Like, I'm just going to say that right now. Like, not happy with it. But anyway, we've started our cliffside base, which is looking kind of cool. I'm enjoying most of it, I have to be honest. We will need to come down here eventually to build just a big room to try and make infestations spawn down there rather than in our base. But is what it is. We do need to work out what we're going to do with the workshop slash storage room. Like, we might have to go in here. I'd prefer not to go our storage room like in the mountain, but we'd probably go storage room here. And then workshop alongside here. Then we'll have to find a new place for our prison slash medical bay. I don't want to eat too much room into our growing zone. Just because this is working very nicely. Now, our killbox has been getting overrun the last couple of episodes. But I feel like we're dealing with that absolutely fine. We have got this barricade that we can now stand beside or behind with our heavy SMGs and whatnot. Oh, we already found some steel underground. That's not too bad. We got the deep scanner going early this time round in this save. Normally I get them quite late, like, oh, no steel. Now it's time to like look for it. But we're getting that done quite early. So what is the plan for today? So as we said, I think getting the stockpile, the workshop room sorted, that would be great. We still do need to focus on getting plasteel for the multi-analyzer. Do we not have any gold for it? Yeah, we have got gold for it. There's plasteel, but we haven't seen any plasteel yet. But next time a trader comes along, we need 50, so nothing too cray-cray. It should be good. Other than that, I feel like we're rocking it. Moods are still sky high, which is perfect. The only thing of note we have is Lou's got a peg leg, so apart from worrying about that, I feel like we're okay. So planning for where our stockpile's going to be, and I wanted our stockpile to be like central. I don't know if that's the best idea or not. But the thinking behind that is at least then if we have to go out collect anything, we can just dump it here rather than have to worry about keep going deep in the mountain. But then I think we could have more growing zone or growing zone space outside, which would actually be quite nice. Which if we didn't put it in, you would have to then do something like stockpile here. I suppose the workshop could just be here. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. This alleyway coming into it, and then we can have a door there, which probably would make sense thinking about it from a logistics point of view. Now why I say that is because what is everyone going to do in the morning? Everyone's going to come out of bed, grab a meal, go to the rec room, and then they can go straight to work. So I feel like I'm talking myself into this, so we are going to do it like this. And then this will be the workshop up here. We'll double door it so then no one gets stuck or anything silly like that. But it's becoming more of a mountain base as we talk about it. Just a very differing one. But yeah, I actually feel like that's a better plan. So, okay. And last time out, we got the cook station done, the butcher station. Getting rid of this will just give us more room to actually... If we want to make Devil Strand our money maker, then we're going to have to make sure we make a hell of a lot more of it. Gives us a lot of options. Okay, so we have some idle colonists, so I feel like we need to do... Right. This is the indecisiveness coming out. I'm not going to rush to sort this, because it is sort of functional. So I'm not going to rush to sort it. We're going to do the kill box, the bug box.
I've heard you say that 162 times.
And I feel like if we don't prioritize it now, then we're going to go however many episodes again without us prioritizing it. Now, the idea down here is basically you make a large room, you make sure it's heated, one heater, one light, some furniture if you really want, and then it's basically a percentage game of if this room is this big and our base is smaller, the chances of them spawning in here are going to be greater, and then we put wooden flooring down so we can just like do whistle as we work and then just burn them. Just burn them. I mean, it doesn't sound great.
Wow.
But I promise it is. And I promise at the end of it, you're gonna be thinking, Tazastical, you're amazing.
Tell me it was good. Tell me I'm good. Tell me I'm good. Tell me that was good. Tell me I'm good.
And we might find some plasteel or something like that, you never know. Research-wise, we're not currently researching. We have got some more statues around. I would prefer these to go in the rec room. So the rec room actually has stuff. What are we dealing with? 220 there, which is decent. The other one was only 100 and whatnot, so it's not anything too amazing. The fact that we're able to pump out some sculptures in here. Yeah, it's still a relatively beautiful room. Here we come. What we will have to make sure we're aware of is by building lights, just to make sure we're not in the darkness as we're coming down here. That would be a bit silly Billy after all the good work we're putting in. Putting in lots of good work, we don't really need negative modifiers because people are mining in the dark. Luckily most things get built very, very quickly in this colony, which is actually... Oh, they didn't have the reconnect button, but it must be just because won't reach. I'd rather smooth the walls and run the power conduit down the walls. Okay, we got a raid from Mimo Mobu. Say that 5 times fast. Okay, there we go. So there's 6 of them grenades. Are they going to breach or they're just attacking immediately? Saw grenades and my mind straight away went to breachers. Naughty people. What we'll do is when we're locked inside, and still do all this though. This doesn't stop us. Don't want people being bored saying that they're already up here. So let's get our boys and girls and draft them. I mean, not the best start for them. Would have preferred a couple more people go down so we could have actually made use of this, but we need Crakescley up here. This is what we're saying about their heavy SMGs. I mean, they embarrassed me a little bit there, not going to lie. Right, Crakescley, come up here because you've got aggro. There we go, that's what we want. Back off a little bit. Okay, now jump into combat. Last minute, lovely, lovely, lovely. Kill him so he doesn't destroy the door, and we dealt with that really nicely. That's what we were talking about. We know this gets over... Well, 7 components. We know this gets overloaded, but with that barricade, and we know we've got the heavy SMGs, we've got 1 melee person just to tank them, or kite them. Like, it's pretty perfect. So that's why I'm not focusing too much on it. And I mean, at the end of the day, does that not say I'm great?
Vindication!
We get some more grenades from it. I know you pie people were telling me to use more shelves and whatnot. Of a hooligan. Right, so the killbox, we need to start building this because the minute infestations happen, it's going to be too late. Far too late to do anything. Security-wise, we'll do a sandstone door right up there. Then we'll just have a couple down the line. So we'll have like another one there. In the middle, just a sandstone door. This is just so we have multiple points where we can run. Want a little bit of a gap because they're sandstone doors. They're going to take a while to open and close, and I don't want to get caught behind them. The idea is they spawn down here, but I want to give us a little bit of a chance Of like, we can come here without them seeing us sort of deal. And then we can start the wood up here, bring it down the single tiles, so then if they do catch us, they run away. And then the chances are, even at their worst aggro, they'll probably only get past this bit here. Sort of makes me a little bit nervous. Low food, why? Not quite sure, but we can hunt some animals, that's no bother. What's closest by? So 3 of the donkeys, I'll click hunt. Have we got a cook? We haven't messed that up. No. Bro, Breaker, what are you doing then, my man? I wonder if it's just where we're getting more colonists now. So what we will do is not shrink, but expands the rice fields. And then we'll do the same with the corn. I can click on the zone. Expand it 1 there. And 2 up. Oh, Devil Strand is actually pop-a-lopping. Donkey's already in though, so we're okay. It's not an insult. 2 more there. Ho. Fox Knox is still deep scanning, which is very, very nice. This means while we're not researching and stuff, at least we're getting stuff done. We're having a little bit of downtime from research just to be able to prioritise some other things. Yeah, there we go. The rice harvest is coming in. That's not too bad. As long as you keep an eye on the food and whatnot, it's easy to rectify because you can just hunt and whatnot, so it's not too much of a problem. Trying to just run this through the wall instead of trying to make it look ugly on purpose like what I've done here. But we'll smooth all these walls and we can replace that and fix that at some point, so... How are we doing? So we do need to gather some supplies. We are getting to the point where... early on where we were being efficient, just nabbing a few things here and there. That worked quite nicely. Now, using more and more stuff. We'll start with making the pants and the top with Devil Strand. And then we'll go from there. Because we can hunt for the dusters if need be. Well, it sounds like I'm teaching you guys to suck lemons.
Bruh.
We're doing good, we're doing good. Can I reconnect this or no? Will they build that on that corner? You never know if they can build on that corner. They can't, I've embarrassed myself. Yeah, there we go. The lights up. This will be good for strip mining as well. But it's not the per... Oh, you're in the... Oh, you're already gone. Glad I could help. Glad I could help. You mind telling your friends that I helped? That counts. Right, then hopefully the infestations will spawn down here and they won't bother us in the slightest. We have got another raid. It seems like the game is like 3 people up there. They're in the pollution, so I go to bio. Okay, so there was a couple of arrows. 2 down there. Are they attacking immediately? They are. Okay, here we go. So we got the first people that are going to avoid our turrets, even though we don't have any. Go to area 2 to lock everyone in. Just conscious to see if what happens to these guys in the pollution, but nothing seemed to. I zoom out so we can see the incoming attack. Didn't replace a lot of the traps, but with the firepower that we did have, I'm not really too concerned. If they had armor, I would have been. But most of them were just naked, running at us, looking for a good time. and not the good time you have in mind. Idea is we want the traps to actually maim people, but it's not really working that way. We might just go to steel traps for the beginning, and that's the first group. Getting lucky. I know we're obviously firing at them and whatnot. I think we'd get a little bit more luckier maiming people. Oh, I didn't realise Kraski would... Go help, go help, go help. We'd be able to do that on his own. There we go. Okay, there's one person down. How dead in 3 hours? How good are you? Sickly, kind, ugly, slow learner, rafter. Now the blue ones are to do with an infestations, but does give you strong like melee damage and stuff like that. I think I'd rather have someone that's bio. Like if we could get someone's bio that's already like strong or nimble, and then put like something like that on them to make them even more powerful, that'd be pretty legit. Otherwise we're just sort of taking a colony to take a colonist. Don't really need to take a passenger. Problem is, then we get to the point of the game where it's like everyone reminds me how picky I get with picking colonists, but we want the best of the best of the best with honour. How bad did Kraskely get hurt? Oh, you did actually get hurt. Oh, he had a 90. You got shanked. You got shanked. Unlucky. We're gonna all laugh about it. Oh, laugh about it. Just a silly little thing. Just a silly little thing. Just about to say we'll go more hunting, and then I saw all the meat in the freezer. Oh, I think we're okay. And came out swinging early this episode, but we responded in kind. Problem is, I don't want to go down the steel trap avenue too soon, because you're just like, then it's just a steel sink. We don't need like to do that yet. Just cutting a few more trees, just so then we have enough to replace all the traps that have been used. I'm surprised our power's doing actually quite well, considering how much stuff we've got. More steel underground. A lot in the mountain, which is interesting. There's a gathering spot, yeah, I know a gathering spot. Making sure the area was allowed down here. Because we will need a lot of wood as well, because we're going to go wooden floor. All here to basically burn to make this room a furnace, so when infestations do spawn in here, and they will spawn. Oh, the Bowo's hauling. What a good doggy. What a good doggy. That's why I look after animals all the time, pie people. I won't have anything said about it. My Devil Strand is coming in, which is nice. A good hefty supply as well. I'm just getting really impatient now. I just like, oh, I want this up, I want this up. But no, we have to get this up, because otherwise an infestation is just going to wreck our life. While we have got a Molotov cocktail, I'd prefer not to burn our base down immediately. As the move is to go into the mountain to go in cheap. Keep a stockpile outside, then get it up, and then do it. I'm probably just overthinking it in all honesty, but I've had so many infestations that are like game ending. It's... You can excuse me for worrying about it, do you know what I mean? I feel like the more grow zone outside is going to be beneficial. Especially with Devil Strands, because it takes so long. Got a combat supply, but we've not got much coinage. I mean, we'll chat to them, because you've got no reason why not to see what they've got going for them. Apart from selling a few bad things to them. Don't really want to sell the gold. Can't sell the dog. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything we can do for 120. Gene pack, but yeah, sadly. Buy some medicine, which I don't think's a terrible shout. 5 medicine just to keep us safe. What I probably should do then is make sure everyone's on herbal medicine. So we're not just like using it, wasting it. And at least then we have some medicine that isn't Glitter World. I don't want to just use Glitter World just for the sake of it. We're having a laugh, let's use some Glitter World. Shuttles taking damage once a place to land. We could do this for Goodwill. We'd do it for Glitter World as well, though. How much Glitter World have we got on the go at the moment? We have got 8. Let's do it for the Goodwill. This is early enough. The attack that we have to defend them from. Now, this is the only problem, is the attack that comes in is going to come in from here. Which is a bit awkward. I'm just going to let the time go a little bit and then I'll draft everyone. Never quite know how long to leave it. I'll wait until it's like 6 hours. Alright, let's draft and bring everyone up. If we can do this, there's a little bit more goodwill to actually possibly bring them as an ally, and then we can call them in. Actually, there's not that many people there. So let's move the people we have got there. You move up behind that tree. Or I'd have preferred if you hadn't got... Yeah, then you move around that. So we should have succeeded, right? We're all in agreement. We actually done a quest. I say, this is new series. This, ooh, got a jogger, but you're a pessimist. Now, I don't need any help breaking down our colony. Do that all on my lonesome. Right, there we go. Then we have got that to deconstruct. Not too bad. I mean, later on, them quests are, like, very difficult, so you can understand why I... They're very difficult, but you know what I mean? They chuck, like, 40-odd tribespeople at you. But there we go. We'll leave the surprise if they're going to be our allies. The announcement, hopefully. They're just healing themselves. I don't know how much we done. I mean, we took 2 people out. The melee person did more. Combat supplies left range. We're doing quests because of course we are. Rescue shuttle. There we go. Then if we go to factions. Oh, we're at plus 63 and I think we have to get to 75. So we're not far off actually. At least then if we get in any massive trouble, we can hopefully call them in as an ally if we can actually get to them to that point. Right, one more trap, then at least our kill box is up. Food-wise, we're fine. We're fine as I'm literally like, no, we're going to go hunt. Hunt with a heavy SMG, I mean, that's the way you do it. Like, if you're hungry, let's be honest, who cares what you're hunting with?
Just do it!
My Breaker's living the dream down here. I mean, he's probably very miserable, but maybe that's what he wants in life. Breaker. Could be worse, my man. It could be worse. Be toiling the fields. Well, considering you have a passion for that, that's probably better for you, so... Bedrooms. Okay, so getting this room up now. So indecisive. I just can't hide it. Now I would like another miner and I want to... Crazily, not really. I suppose, yeah, you've been building the traps and whatnot, so... Okay. Sometimes I do, like, job evaluation just randomly, and I'm like, right, why are you not doing this? Why are you trying to work out everything? Furniture. Love that you have single shelves now. We haven't got any wood. Don't really want to use steel on it. I mean, could use sandstone, but... Actually, we got 2 miners in here. We shouldn't really do anything. We should just be blessed that we got 2 miners going at it, going hard in the mines, clanging and banging and clanging and banging.
It's time to make Daddy proud.
I'm proud they are making me. We have got some components in the mountain. It'd be nice if we found some plasteel just to be able to get our multi-analyzer up. Either that or we're going to have to wait for a bulk good trader to bless us, but it's just going to be one of them things. But extra components is nice. And it's handy. It's while we don't need them at the moment, it's just handy, like, we're doing a kill box, but it's just convenient that then we're gaining resources whilst doing it, so it's quite nice. I'll just set all them to be hauled, because there's no reason why not. We use a lot of sandstone blocks anyway. We might as well haul these ones up, which saves us a job. Run across the map to try and grab them. Love that Troy, the old dog, coming in. Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. Oh, Troy's got the plague. Troy goes down. Troy. Tend to Troy. Don't let anything happen to Troy. He's our mascot. Like, I'm on the wrong screen, so he isn't our mascot because he ain't looking out for me. Come on. He dies, it'll be devastating. Devastating. Think about the comments. Definitely don't look after your animal. Oh, I do look after my animals. We all know this by now.
You are fake news.
All this. Another sculpture is made. Nice. Oh, I forgot. I even had some in here, which is actually quite handy. Other than that, I suppose it's going to be a case of them making sure there's sculptures in the hallways. So we won't lose sight. We're going to build a little section there. Then the next priority is going to be making sure we got the wood to put it down. Building it slightly bigger, then going straight into then our stockpile, bringing that inside to safety. And we can expand it down here, which we probably will need to do down the line. So it's not like a crazy deal. But while 2 people are focusing doing this, you can imagine them moaning whatnot in here, couldn't you? No. Must be pretty miserable for them to be sitting in here.
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time?
But I would say they agreed to join us, but do you know, I don't know if they did. And I don't really want them to unionize and start for better work conditions, do you know what I mean? Oh, they're having none of it. Yeah, okay.
That is blasphemous!
They didn't want to work, that's what it was. It was just an excuse not to work. But now if an infestation pops up, the bugs can grab a heavy SMG and go crazy. Aliens versus Predator would have been very different if the alien actually picked up like a machine gun. To be fair, I think if they were the aliens in this game out of Aliens, I don't know if we'd have much chance. We barely have enough chance as it is. Is there anything that we do want in research if we were to go to it? Really, I don't think we're desperate for anything. Superchargers I wouldn't mind actually getting. Just trying to remind what they do. think and learn faster. Massive priority, low psychic drone, not too bad. I don't know if that's a massive priority. Gene processor. Well, it's something we could be doing, party people. Something we could be rocking. Not really. It's a case of getting the multi-analyzer to getting the fabrication bench up. By mech tech. Now, I believe this is where we can get our own mechs, which will be interesting. Ash and the toxic fallout. Ash joins. Ash can kill the walls. 19 days of toxic fallout. Like, much as I wouldn't mind, I don't think we could actually maintain that. Mainly because the food loss and the wildlife would die as well. 19 days is harsh. That's a long time. Is there anyone else we can chuck on mining for the time being, or not really? Lou, maybe, but you're cooking and constructing. I don't think you'd ever get to it. So probably the only two people we can have on mining are on mining. It just happens that they had a social fight because apparently that's more important than, you know, surviving, living the dream. And the only thing that we do need to do is just remember to leave big squares so then the roofs don't collapse. Because what the bugs, the cheeky little sausages, like doing is mining all the walls, and, you know, because it's not too much of a big deal. I mean, like we care, but same aspect, it's more frustrating than anything else. Right, there we go. I do the wood like that. But the way we're throwing it, we need to make sure it's in front, but that might be enough for the time being. Mind that, make it a little bit bigger, so that's pretty okay. And then I would actually like to start getting the stockpile up. And get all these. That hallway's a bit old. But we just won't have a bedroom there, I guess. I mean, we can. We'll just sort out this hallway. I think I'm going to start queuing this all up. No real reason we can't cover it up, unless we have a battery room there. We'll just shift this down a little bit and then it's no problem. No problemo, as the kids say. Guacamole? I don't know why I said guacamole, I'll be honest. Sometimes my lips move and words just come out. That's what she said.
You serious?
No food. Link self-tamed. Well, get in the freezer. Bring it down to this area. Slaughter. I don't really want the dog to attack, in all honesty. I was thinking about taming them horses, but would be handy if we ever had to leave. Not leave as like never come back, but well, in a colony of mine, that's probably not that crazy of a thought. Right, I'm going to build that one there, deconstruct that. That's our second hallway. That's perfect. Psychodrone is ending. Didn't even know it was here. Our moods are so good. We're loving the life. Loving the life. We got margaritas on Sundays. On Saturday, they don't have to wear uniforms because I'm a nice person. I'd make them wear suits and ties even when they're mining in the mines. It's the season of the suit and tie. Can you dress smart, please? Why is there mud on your tie? You were in the mines. Not an excuse. Making sure everyone's in the right zone as I'm chatting absolute nonsense. Oh, they are a productive lot sometimes, aren't they? Yeah, because we'll have our leaders as purple unicorns, and then we'll make other genes for other people, but I really love the differing things that you can do. Like, everyone can be different in their specific role. I haven't noticed food increase, although it hasn't looked like it's impacted much, but it obviously has. Just want this mind. Into the mines. Fly, you fools. How are we doing? Like, wood's not really. We haven't queued up any, to be fair. Some more steel. Found. Whereabouts? Okay. I mean, if I tell you to stop on here, what are you going to do with your life? All and clean. Not really too much we can be doing at the moment. Like, we can be researching assault rifles or stuff like that, but again, it's not like we have the resources to really be building that in the first place anyway, so. I do wonder. What's your mining? 0, 3. So I might put you a cheeky 4. On mine, just in case you get really bored, Lou. Don't think it's going to happen. And I might do the same box knocks. Don't allow that for the time being. So as I click the... Did that come up? My bad. I love how I clicked it again. I was like, oh, did that come up? Yeah, no, it did. It did. 4, 3. Then we'll take people off of mining if they start doing it, but I think it's pretty much all hands on deck at this point. And we need to get moving, party people. We need to get a base. Moving day has come and gone, and the boxes are still in the kitchen and we haven't unpacked them, and your mum's got on the phone to you, and this is probably feeling too real for some people. Have you packed yet? Have you unpacked yet? I'm coming round. No, don't come round, Mum. Still are not unpacked. Lou's getting flashbacks. Right, we're getting there, party people. We're getting there. We haven't had that much downtime, let's be honest. Like, basically, I'm in full copium.
Stop it. Get some help.
Right, we all love a bit of copium. Oh, it's Devil Strand. Please don't ruin all the Devil Strand. Gonna hold the Devil Strand if that's okay with everyone. Just put it in the freezer, just don't let it... After all that, and we let it deteriorate. Like, I'm not going to say I would cry, but I'm going to say I would cry. The dog actually is quite handy, like, falling. What other wildlife is there around? Some mega sloths. Nothing too amazing. Alpacas. Nahal. Food for thought. I normally have like a dryad army that just hauls. All the Devil Strand is inside, everyone would be glad to know. And Devil Strand pants did get made. Shame on the assign, unless they've changed it like this time. I always wish you could do. It's like as you're like clicking on whatever to wear. So let's say it's. Where's all the clothes? I've lost the plot, haven't I? Like this. I wish there was a way that she'd say what type. Because then you could do a winter outfit and a hot outfit. So like in winter, only wear the buffalo wool stuff. In summer, only wear the camel hide stuff or devil strand stuff. Right, who hasn't got their gun? Come get it, boys. Yeah, it's just a case if we had more miners, we'd be able to smash through this, but this is the part, this is the base building. We set down the foundations very early in this series. And now's the point where we're just like, we're going. Was this silver or steel? Silver. Another raid. Game is coming out swinging. Luckily we're being able to focus on most stuff. Let me just look at the messages again. They're scattering. So, as always, we lock everyone down. You can see the drop pods. What are they? Strong melee damage, okay. Slow wound healing, interesting. Oh, one has actually dropped in on us. And not in a fun way, not in a mum put the kettle on way. This isn't good, this isn't good. Good. Okay. I think the armor saved us. Ranged people get closer, so we don't have friendly fire or anything like that. The melee person saved us, but I saw health-wise death in 2 hours. Do we want you? Undergrounder, jogger, slothful. If you had mining skill, that'd be an easy decision. Underground or jogger. Well, the thing is, what does your thing? Strong melee damage, naked speed. Move slower while closed, faster when naked. Great animals. Don't think you're a colonist fast. If it burn in the fields that we toil. There's another one dead. You've got a machine gun. Oh, these are the furries, aren't they? The game's not a game if it doesn't have furries. Are you nimble by any chance? Oh. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. As they burn down our cloth field. Fine, it's fine. Doesn't bother me, doesn't annoy me, doesn't frustrate me. It's just... I'm calm as a whistle.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
And I think that's the thing about me, Pied People. I don't rage, I don't strop or anything like that.
Everything is garbage.
I'm just chill, just relaxed.
How do you do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
I was really hoping we'd find some plasteel, then very early in this episode be able to go, ha-ha, and like really celebrate the fact like we got some plasteel, but it'll come, it's no bother. I mean, normally I have the problems with steel early on. I don't normally have a problem with plasteel early on. I mean, we've got 35, I don't know why. But we need 50 anyway, so... quite know why we even have 35. Or for how long we've had 35. Maybe it's just a sick joke from the game. But that's getting smoothed, which is lovely, so we can run the power cable down there. Do you know what? We have got a good group. Wild man wanders in, so it's always worth having a check. Chemical fascination. Doesn't do anything for me. Like straight and narrow. We're finding so many components in this bit. Odd sprout, we're not doing that this playthrough. No dryads for us, we've been naughty boys and girls. Yeah, the next episode I feel like we're going to be pretty much there in terms of being able to get these rooms up. A bigger stockpile, which I think we can all agree is we deserve it. We deserve it. And then the workshop room, which is going to be equally as good. And the reason why I put even the bad miners on, because at like current points, our big progression or what's going to improve the colony is getting the stockpile in here and getting a new workshop room, so we have the room to like do all that. And outside, as we said, bigger grow zones, which I think we can all agree is going to be Bangalangan. And that's like the natural progression. So if you're bad at mining, I would rather you doing mining slowly and having an extra hands than no one. So what we probably should do is, for the time being, cancel that mining. Let's focus on you to stop having fights, or at least let me like some money on it, because at this point I think Breaker would like earn me a few bob. Yeah, we're not cutting wood the speed that we need to at the moment. I want to go wild, but this, every part of me is just like, cut all the trees. Tells us to call, cut all the trees, and then learn to be the master that you are.
The Golden God!
How it doesn't go through, doesn't go to my head. Why'd you ask? Trying to run the power cables down here, so especially in these rooms, we can get lights. So at least then when they're mining down here, they're not in the darkness and absolutely miserable. I don't mind if they're a little bit miserable, because I feel like it comes with the scenario. And if you're not miserable, what are you doing? I just want to punish them all. Oh, more components. Pray you're lazy. Yeah, I don't think there's much things I've done differently at this point. And the only thing we need to make sure we don't get bogged down too much doing this to the point where we're not progressing. But I don't feel like that's happening. I just feel like it's just one of them things. Okay. Okay. Foliate a ship. So this will kill all the wildlife around it. And the longer we leave it. Guarded by mechs, so these are some new mechs. Oh, they have shotguns. Okay. And this has, you can see the radius here, and it will kill all wildlife trees. Foliage. Foliage. And whereabouts is it? I don't think it will ever actually reach us, but that's still not the point. We don't really want to leave it. Got the 2 new mechs there. Shotguns. I don't know how deadly they're going to be. Mini shotgun. Is it mini like mini gun rounds of firing? You do have EMPs. So we are going to deal with this sooner rather than later, in all honesty. Let everyone just heal up a little bit. I don't know, we might wait, get them healed up and then go deal with it. Psychic Smooth Female, that's actually very good timing. We've got okay armor, but with people not putting Devil Strand on, that's a little bit negative. Could force them all to wear it. Well, actually, what I could do is go to outfit, anything, and actually you shouldn't be wearing anything under 52% anyway. So if you're wearing something that's that low and about to deteriorate, you really should be like chucking it off anyway. Just strip off, see how it feels. Your naked bosom against the wind. You might like it, you might like it. Just put that on a postcard, really. That's how nudists do it. Lou would know. Oh, lads. Sorry, Lou. Lou's a purple unicorn. Lou deserves better than this. I mean, let's be honest. I think Schaefer and Lou get talked about quite a bit by Fox, Knox, Breaker and Craigsley. I think they talk very openly about their appearance. They keep asking if they look good. They look like absolute fools. I know, but they like it. They mean well. The team meetings are not the same. Go run that power conduit all the way down there. And then we get standing lamp in this room. Again, no darkness. Well, no negative darkness modifiers for the people. We give the people what they want. And what they want is a bit of light. Inspired trades. I mean, great. Right? Think of several things I'd prefer before that. 1 is a milkshake. 2 is for Fox Knox to pull his finger out, but... I mean, realistically, I could just start the stockpile down here. Copy settings. Paste. No real reason not to have this all start coming down. So if I delete this stockpile... Right, that's critical. That needs to be critical, and then this needs to be important. Important, I didn't mean to clear everything. Whoopsie daisy. City sausage. Corpses, animal corpses. And then the other thing I need to put in is herbal medicine. Medicine and drugs. Silly sausage, you. Right, that's what come down here. Just so we can start to bring the workbenches down here. Jig them all in a bit anyway. Yeah, very, very happy with how things are going. Once these are all up, then we'll pretty much go to smash it again. Like, we're having a pause here, but let's be honest, like, research-wise, we have been on fire. Like, smashing through it. But this is just a slight pause to rejig our base, make it slightly a bit more sexy. Sexy base is a good base. If you know what I am saying. Yep, could pull them all down here. Lovely. Heater, I'm not really sure the best place to put it, in all honesty. I'll just reinstall it. For the time being, I'll just leave it in the rec room, but we might have to see how that works right next to the freezer. Actually, what's happening? It's, okay, I didn't actually know if some of this was still getting mined. No, very, very good episode. Got a bit of progression. We got attacked, what, 3-4 times? It's not like the game's taking it easy on us for, like... No way, Jose. These stalls, instead of... rid of them, I could just reinstall them, really. I know, I'm making you guys proud. But I'm learning, who would have thought?
Hot damn!
Table we probably should keep. For the time being, let's put it like in the prison. The chessboard will Oh yeah, because people said about uninstall. People have said about instead of deconstructing, I can uninstall because then I can sell them to traders. Actually, such a brilliant idea, a good idea, especially when stuff is like good. So we'll see if that pans out. Bill's copy. Where can the dog sleep? Dog can sleep in the rec room. I'm a very much like... Have one there, so we have a medical one as well for the dog. We're looking after the dog. We've changed. Our ways have changed. We're better people than what we were. We have changed. We'll fight them on the beaches. No, no, no. Wrong speech, wrong speech, wrong speech. The horses have moved then. Good for them. What is the chance of them? Oh, see, I could tame them, have some horses. I could tame them. Oh, look at that. My finger has slipped on every single one. Oh, they're gone. They're gone. They're not having none of that. Well, should have thought about that. I was mainly just thinking about the crops and whatnot. And you know, horse meat is apparently scrumptious, so... Scrumptious delish. The horse meat I had was nice. Get it? Nice? Nice. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Right, stalls. Probably could do with another... Thing is, I am seeing this table and chairs get used quite a lot, so I do wonder whether to keep this as a makeshift dining room. The problem is people that are over here need a room. Unless I just build this into a little room, but I'm not sure. More components. Might be from the same batch, in all honesty. I'm going to do is just cancel the rest of this, because if we can get more of the workshop up, that's the last bench to actually bring into here. Kitty's many friends. Sounds like the start of a very dodgy video. I'm not sure. Problem is, it's just converting you to our religion. That's the most annoying bit. Everything in here is sorted. We have got this bench here, which I think I'm still going to leave in the rec room, though. We might have to make a makeshift armory or something. Right, and then we're going to go zones, remove roof before I try and delete it and it collapses on my colonist and kills them, which, yeah, that would make me feel very sad. It would be great content. It'd be hilarious for you party people, because apparently you root for my demise. No, let's be honest, my demise is funny. So I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Yep, and then set. All that for deconstruction. Nicely done. We are in the mountain. Not perfect, but we're there. We're getting cozy. I probably don't need to mine as much out here that I've actually queued up. Or currently, anyway. And it's going to be a case of back on deep scanning. Like, why are crops and stuff coming in here? Food doesn't come in here. Medicine and drugs don't come in here either. You've all made errors of judgment. Errors of judgment. You've took initiative. I don't support initiative in my base. I support blind ruling and following. No, not blind ruling. I think that's a self-diss. I think that was a backhanded compliment I had there. I wasn't thinking straight. Right, this needs... If that is full, then I'll have another dumping stockpile over here. Clear all. This is low. Then this will have corpses chunks. It'll be the dog that does a lot of it. It's like, if that's full, then go elsewhere. We have got Bulk's Good Trader. We might get lucky and get some plasteel. Would be quite nice, let's be honest. Lovely, we have a bit more growing room. Just checking, imagine if it was fertile grass and I didn't realise. I wouldn't cry, but I would cry. I wouldn't, but I would, but I would. Right, here they come down here. So Schaefer, come and trade. I dump. They do they look like people that have plasteel? Like, you're not meant to judge a book by its cover, but like, you're not meant to judge a book by the cover, but if the book's covered in poo, like, it pretty much tells you what's... Do you know what I mean? I'd love it if it was like, plasteel, don't want to sell to you. Don't want to sell to you. And that'd be understandable. So any of the tainted clothing or tattered, on its way to be tattered, can go, go, go. Other than that, we could actually buy a load of wood, which would actually be quite handy. I'm going to sell all our levers and stuff. Now we're on to the Devil's Strand. Now we're on to the Devil's Drug, the Devil's Strand. That's everything we can sell. We made make a hefty little bit, so we'll take all your wood. No wood, my lord. Yeah, they don't really have much food. Food's not a problem for us, though. We just pocket in some cash? Like, I think so. Or they would and pocket some cash, yeah. No point taking food. We'd just be doing it just for the sake of it. Oh, insufficient gold. Go back. So, with that being said, is that the amount of corn that we have? Oh. Think. Nothing else we really want, so I suppose then it's just a case of them not selling everything. How boring. Bulk's Good Trader, what a waste of time. Don't sell our light leather then. Odd. Plain leather keep. No, plain leather just sell a little bit then. What, 300?
Do it!
There we go. Yeah, there's only one over, that's fine. Alright, can we come haul that now just so nothing silly Billy happens? Not saying I would cry, but I'm not saying I would cry. There we go. Nice bit of wood. As you know, good to have wood.
Hot damn!
Yeah. Loving it. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.